And I just got back from a couple of industry conferences where the theme was the same for both conferences, even though they were totally different audiences. AI, 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 AI everywhere. So, with that in mind, I want to keep you up to the minute and up to date on one of my favorite AI tools, NotebookLM from Google. You can find it at notebooklm.google. They have updated and cleaned up their website, their webpage. So you can find the Try Notebook button right here in the middle. And again, they still describe it as an AI research assistant, but I believe it's much, much more than that. You can upload your sources. They show you here that you can upload Google Docs, Google Slides, YouTube videos, audio files, all kinds of cool stuff. And then it will give you insights for all of the inputs that you put in there. So you can see the sources, where they come from, and you can still, and this is my favorite piece, generate what they call an audio overview, a deep dive discussion between two very realistic sounding podcast hosts. The other thing that's new here, aside from some case studies about power study, organize your thinking, spark new ideas, the other thing that is new is if you look on the far right-hand side, they've got a new tab here for business. And when you click that, you can join the pilot for Notebook LM Business. Now, this says that over 80,000 organizations are already using it. But again, what you can do is get everybody on the same page and on the same team here and put all of your company's information into Notebook LM and basically share that. But as it says here, all businesses, educational institutions, and other organizations, including non-Google Workspace customers, can apply and get early access to product features, training, and email support. Later this year, we'll share more about the general availability and pricing of Notebook LM Business. So that'll be a paid version of Notebook LM. I don't know that you need that yet. If you're a small business or a solopreneur, stick with the regular Notebook LM. Experiment with it, put in video URLs, put in your website URL, and see the cool stuff that you get back. Again, the deep dive audio is the best feature and probably the most useful in terms of getting content and generating new content. I'm putting my old podcast episodes that I did into Notebook LM and having those two hosts basically do a podcast about my podcast, which is cool. And word has it that there will be more options coming soon in terms of those voices. And right now, what you can actually do when you go to Notebook LM is give the deep dive audio feedback about what you have here. So this is my fast forward mastermind. Here, I go to Notebook Guide and I've got my audio here. Click to load. But now what you can do is you can enhance it by adding more feedback and more information to actually edit your podcast. As you remember, it sounds
Ever feel like everyone's saying, you need video? Video is king. And you're like, I know, I know. But where do you even start? It can be so overwhelming.
It really can.
So today we're diving into
so you
something
can
that
see
might be
that
the answer.
sounds very realistic and very cool. You can see here I've got several different notes. So fast forward. If I want to add a note, I just go here. So you can see all of my notebooks, which are kind of like folders here. I just click new notebook and I choose my sources. I can do Google Docs. I can do a website. I can do a YouTube video. So I put my URL here for my website. Obviously, I've got my summary, my suggested questions. But what's new here is that before you generate your deep dive conversation, your podcast with those two hosts, you can click over here to customize it and give it some context or direction. So that is new. If you don't want to customize it, you still just go to generate and you'll get your deep dive conversation, which I am using now as podcasts. Even though the two voices are still the same, we don't have any choice for that yet. Rumor has it that there will be new voices soon. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions about Notebook LM or any video AI or audio AI resources, feel free to reach out to me at vip@loubortone.com. Thanks. Bye for now.